Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming. On first down, Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Shoot this side.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Love.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Let's get a quick look at the Saints offense.
I don't know about you, but I love a good undrafted free agent success story. So let's take a look at Robbie Anderson, wide receiver, because in 2017, 63 catches, 941 yards, and a strong candidate for the Pro Bowl. Didn't quite get there, but was knocking on the door. How about that for an undrafted free agent out of Temple, now making good in the NFL?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 19 in picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it with Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, 18 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run again with Love on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Well, they're making making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 93 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Preston Williams, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they use that height on the outside to get the score. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Josh Jones in on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, he's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Don't get nervous. 25. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I'm scared.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. from the shotgun. Wilson, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's put that team on the punt.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And just in general, Charles, pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Johnson, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Allen now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Again, it's Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's third down. Allen from the gun on third down. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. On first down, Love. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This is Love. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Well, he's going to have the hook up to QT. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Allen going to throw. And incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Bryce Love, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
So out now come the Lions. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Love. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Here's Love again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hubbard, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Lions, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.